everything is reality. There are no games, no friends. It's just you against the world. It's survival of the fittest. It's either kill or be killed. The hearts of the streets, the coldest space to be more.
To understand the future of Penn-North is to understand its rich history.
One time, Pennsylvania Avenue was the only street in the city. That's, I'd say, 50 to 60, 70 years ago, or longer. That's when Pennsylvania Avenue was Pennsylvania Avenue at that time. It was a beautiful street. Pennsylvania Avenue was the only street in the city at that time. Anybody that you wanted to know or wanted to meet, all you had to do was stand on Pennsylvania Avenue in Lawrence, McMacken Street, Mosier Street, Lafayette Avenue. One of those corners, you'd see somebody during the week that you know from a long ways back.
And certainly I grew up here, and George as well. And one of the things that was unique about our community, a lot of us were poor at that time. But you know, our steps were clean, our streets were clean. We had the clean block program where everybody would compete against the next block to make sure who has the cleanest block. When it came to raising our kids, our children were raised by, you know, you hear the term, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, we had the village.
The same way the Apollo draws people in New York today, that's the way the Royal Theater drawed people in Baltimore.
The Royal Theater was built in 1921 for 400 grand. It seated 1,349 people, and from the 1920s to 1960s featured famous African-American entertainers like Ella Fitzgerald, Count Bass, Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington, Nat King Cole, Gladys Knight, James Brown, and of course Baltimore native Billie Holiday. The last live performance took place in 1965, and in 1971 the Royal Theater was destroyed by the city's Upton Urban Renewal Project.
A plaque on the ground was all that remains of the legendary Royal Theater until 2004, when George Gilliam, executive director of the Pennsylvania Avenue Redevelopment Collaboration, erect the Royal Theater marquee.
Is a way to let our young people know that it was a Royal Theater there, let our elders reminisce with them, to tell them about the great times that we had on Pennsylvania Avenue and the Royal Theater brought to our community.
A steady economic decline followed desegregation.
The African American community, and this is cities all over the country, started moving out. And when they start moving out and getting the opportunities to live in neighborhoods, and there's nothing wrong with that. Wanting to have a backyard and a white picket fence and a single family home, it was nothing wrong with that. That was the American melting pot dream. But what happened was we did not take care of the community back here.
Even in the 1968 riots, that's where a lot of the downfall of Pennsylvania Avenue came. We lost a lot of buildings, a lot of businesses was burned down. And also the structure of our community was lost.
Between 1970 and 1990, Pennsylvania Avenue has been greatly neglected. Historical landmarks such as the Royal Theater were torn down and forever lost.
The long clocks are nice with helicopter lights that shine with the hormones. Days that are bright with light. Nights that consume the city with anticipation, never knowing what tomorrow will bring. Hard times like no food, no heat, no water, no love, no unity. Guns spark like gasoline lighters with the flick of a thumb. Dropout, living struggle with no hope and opportunity. Smiles that bring hope as quick as they bring tears. How would you feel if bullets whizzed past your house, leaving you with nowhere to live? And the ones you are selling drugs, and they don't care about the agony.